Nothing has ever been more Texas than this. Texas isn't even this Texas. Welcome back to States Against Humanity. Today we're looking at number 2 seed Texas, which many of you felt was an unjust seating. And to that I say, welcome to democracy. Texas's medical panel won't provide a list of exceptions to the abortion ban, which I will get back to in a minute, but let me explain something. Of the 16 members on the medical panel, how many are women? How many are women? 4. On the 16 panel, 12 are men. Only one member of the board is an obstetrician and gynecologist. And yet, Texas has one of the strictest abortion bans in the country. Okay, so basically all the doctors are like, yo, can we get some clearance on what constitutes an exception under this abortion ban? And the medical panel is like, no. No, you can't. Because while we do have some discretion in helping you define it, we can't rewrite it. And despite the fact that doctors are terrified in this state to perform any type of abortion, even if the woman's life is at risk, because if some judge in Texas is like, nope, that's not the way, then doctors can face up to 99 years in prison, $100,000 in fine, and lose their medical license. So this medical board, when asked to provide a list of conditions that would qualify as exceptions under this abortion ban, was like, here's the thing. Women's reproductive health, it's complicated. You can have two conditions that look wildly different. The mother could need exceptionally different care in each situation. Bro, you're making our case for us. You're making the case for us. Because women's reproductive health care is so complicated and so nuanced, when you try to legislate it, you can't do it effectively. And then you end up making mothers like this carry a dead fetus to term, or risk the life of a perfectly healthy woman that has an ectopic pregnancy, which all of us know by now is not viable. Of course, I know Texas doesn't put a premium on the life of a woman, because earlier I reported on a story of a man in Texas who secretly drugged his pregnant wife, who was in the 3rd trimester, trying to induce an abortion. Obviously, at that point, putting her life at risk and the life of the fetus. He's sentenced to 180 days in jail, because that's how much Texas values the life of women. Also not surprising, because Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton threatened doctors and hospitals after a judge permitted an emergency abortion. He went above that judge and was like, well, I don't care what the judicial system says. I'm the Attorney General and I say no abortion. I'm not sure what we expected from an Attorney General that used an Uber account under a fake name so that he could carry on an extramarital affair with a mistress that used to be a former Capitol staffer. I don't know what we expected. Certainly not respect for women. And when this is the headline just the other day, that their Attorney General Ken Paxton is growing more popular and powerful, you really got to ask yourself, what kind of fuckery is your state up to when you can camouflage a man like Ken Paxton? When this man can just blend into oblivion, you have a problem. Okay, stay tuned for more coverage of States Against Humanity March Sadness Tournament as we look further into the Handmaid's Tale's Revenge Division. The worst is yet to come. Help.